The fee a merchant pays when you use plastic, known as a debit card swipe fee, believe it or not, costs businesses billions of dollars each year and brings banks large profits. Well, a new law to bring down those fees was passed, and it's supposed to go into effect this July. Well, a delay could be coming, something many banks would like, but many merchants are angry about. Joining me now is Dennis Lane. For almost 40 years, Dennis has been the owner of a 7-Eleven in Quincy, Massachusetts, and he's the spokesman for Reform Swipe Fees. Now, hey, Dennis, I was actually born in Quincy, as a matter of fact, just as an aside. Let me ask you the question this way. I thought this was interesting in reading about your situation. If I were to come into your store and pay for a newspaper, right, with a debit card, you, as the business owner, have to pay 29 cents in fees to the bank just for that transaction for the newspaper. So do you actually make money in that case?
Absolutely not, Laurie. When you come into my store and you buy a major Boston newspaper, I make about 6 cents on that newspaper. And if you pull out your debit card, and we would never turn you away, it's just not good customer service. You never say no to a customer. We gladly take that transaction, but we're very much upside down because it can cost me up to 29 cents to sell you that newspaper.
Then tell me how specifically you are unable to expand your businesses. What is this cost due to you? How obstructive is it for your expansion plans and hiring?
Well, it's most in retail, especially in convenience retail. I know that in my store it's my second highest expense after labor. I spend between $1,600 and $1,800 a month in interchange, and we're not looking for a free ride. We certainly understand that it costs money to process swipes. It costs money to take a debit card and have you swipe it and have that transaction actually take place. But we know that that's a very, very secure transaction, especially PIN-based debit. So we're not looking for a free ride. What we're looking for is fair and reasonable. And I believe if we had been able to sit down with the financial services industry, we wouldn't have gone to Capitol Hill for relief. And as you know, we did go to Capitol Hill. I believe that we made history. And we would certainly like to see this legislation stand, because for me it gives me the ability to keep my cost of goods down. It allows me to probably not raise prices. It certainly allows me to hire another employee. It simply allows me to reinvest more money back into my community. And as I said, we're not looking for a free ride. Right. I can't say it enough.
All right,
we're looking
well, let me
for fair
ask
and
it to you
reasonable.
this way, too. You know, the other side of this is the banking industry is going to say, without these fees, we're going to take a huge hit. So to offset that, we're going to have to likely raise fees on things like ATM and regular old checking accounts. So you have a bank account, I'm sure, Dennis, right? So, I mean, This is going to hit the consumer one way or another.
Well, I don't believe that. I know that that is being said. And it's also being said that retail is going to put the money, we're going to take the money that we save on interchange fees and just put it in our pocket and run. And that's not true either. I believe any responsible retailer is going to take those savings and reinvest them in their business and in their community. But all of the regional banks, the regional credit unions, the smaller banks with assets of $10 billion or below are protected. I think this is going to be a win-win for the industry. I think that I don't think that there really truly is any reason to burden consumers with perhaps charging them more money for their debit products or more money for checks or adding fees. I just don't think that that's going to happen.
Yeah, more fallout from FinReg. It's really a fascinating situation. We'll see how it unfolds. Dennis Lane, we appreciate